Hello, welcome to another episode. I'm still going to talk about money, about managing money, and how to maximize money. In the last video, I spoke about managing money and I gave clues on how you can manage money better, on the steps you can take to manage money. And so I'm going to continue in this video. So, have you started applying what you learned in the last video? Or if you've not watched it, watch it and see what I said there. I spoke about managing money. So have you started applying budgets? Have you started saving? If you've not started saving, when do you plan to start saving? Do you have an app that track your expenses and income? So those are things that you should apply to help you manage money better. Watching the last video will give us a comprehensive understanding of what I said concerning money. We all like money. Money is important to achieve things that we want to achieve, but at the same time we need to know how to manage the money. And that's why I had to speak about it. So today I'm going to be talking about maximizing the money you have. To achieve the financial status you want, to be able to actually be financially independent, there are processes to get to that point where you can afford the lifestyle you want and also be of help to others. It's a gradual process and you have to discipline that process to be able to achieve it. There are formulas that when you apply, you can actually attain it. And when you have God on your side, it's going to be beautiful. Both the process and the results will be enjoyable. It's important that you always keep God first. In this financial journey, there are going to be things that you may lose in the process. Some things you want at a particular time, you may not get it because it doesn't fit into your financial plan. But if you hold on, eventually you can attain them when your finances are able to carry them, and then you enjoy it the more because you now have to be spontaneous to be able to get those things. You're going to enjoy the things because you are disciplined. You know that you pass through the process of attaining financial independence. It's important that you also know about delaying gratification. When you earn money, it's not the time to start just buying things that all the things you want. If you buy all the things you want, will there be money? In economics, one thing that is sure is scarcity. And so when resources come to you and then you squander it, you lose the resources. So how can you now multiply the resources that God has given? And that's what I'm trying to tell you, that you have to manage money more. You have to start saving. Have you started saving? That's an important question. I'm going to give a broad view of how I manage money. When money comes in, I have different accounts, and there's an app called Spending Tracker. It's a good app and I recommend this for you as well. In that app, I have my savings to help me be able to invest in the place where I want to invest and also be a blessing to society. So I save 20% on a normal day in that account. So any income I get, I save 20% of my income there. I also have for my education, I normally try to save 10% on a normal day. Doesn't mean it cannot change, but any income I get, I try to save around that percentage. Also, I have from my own use as well, for my own enjoyment. And I also try to use 10% for that. I also have for my tithing, because I give tithes as a Christian. And I keep 10% aside. And for major things I need to get, I normally keep around 19%. So I'm just giving you a broad view of the kind of budget I have for myself. So I'm not just speaking to you, I actually apply this in my life. I don't just take money from my savings. I look at the areas where I can spend from. For instance, the money meant for myself, I look there from 10% or whatever percentage I put there, I look, can I have something from here? And if there's something available for me to use to enjoy myself, I take from there, but I will not out of just wanting to have a nice time, go to my center and start taking money. No. And over time, because I've been disciplined in that process, I've seen my savings grow. And now it's yielding fruit. So if you are disciplined in this process, money will grow. If someone talks about scarcity, you who have been trained in this process understands that you can still do well. Because if you don't manage money well, money will go. So that's, for me, that's how I am able to build my finances. After earning and saving, like I've already mentioned in the previous video, it's good that you keep a simple lifestyle. I know some people can be extravagant. They can like a flamboyant lifestyle, but in truth, if you actually want to aim to achieve financial freedom, you need to cut down on expenses. For instance, maybe your salary is increased by 100% and then you can afford a better car than the car you're using. Meanwhile, the car you're using at this moment doesn't have a problem. Then you get another car that eats up the money that you have started getting. Maybe a better car. And then, yes, you may be happy about it, but then what about your financial journey? Sometimes you don't need to get some things because they're not important. It's not compulsory you have a new car, it's not compulsory you have to build a new house. There are other ways to enjoy life without having to spend a lot of money. So be simple. Don't always look for extravagance. Also, you have more to invest. Investment is very important. Investment produces multiplication. So you have to invest in the right channels. There are good channels to invest. There are different ones. I personally get shares both in foreign and Nigerian companies. Over time, it has grown. That savings, or from all your savings, you can just put them where they can yield more so that you can have passive income without working for them. Money just comes in. So it's good that you have investments. Don't just save money and keep them. Look for ways it can grow. Look for if a friend has a good idea on how to start a business and you can trust that friend. Why not invest in that if it's going to bring more funds to you? So be open-minded to opportunities on how you can multiply money. Over time, the money is going to get bigger if you invest them wisely. And be careful not to fall into greed or not to be tempted by very tempting offers. The offers are tempting, but they are fraudulent or they are not true. So you have to be careful where you invest your money. If you've not done enough research, if you don't know about the app or the platform very well, don't buy into it. Don't buy into it. Especially when it looks like the money is going to grow so soon within a short time. You have to be careful and do enough research. To buy shares, I use Trove. It's an app. You can get that on Play Store, maybe on Apple Store as well. So I'm able to buy shares in companies. If you learn more about buying shares and you are educated enough, it's going to help you over time. Just passive income, money coming in. If you have money coming without working, it's a nice thing. So I urge you, look towards investment. Everything I've said now is just to help your financial future. When you have more money, you can be a blessing. You can actually live the life you want to live. You can bless many people around you. So don't limit yourself to a mediocre kind of life. Don't limit yourself to just in and spending. Please save. Make sure you're saving. Make sure you're managing money properly. Work within your budget. Ask God for help every day to help you to maximize your finances, to be able to work properly in your finances. Let God guide you on how to spend so that you will not be tempted to spend wrongly. In Matthew 7:7, it says, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened. God can give you the wisdom you need to be able to do well in this financial journey. But you need to ask. Ask Him. Let Him know that you actually depend on Him. Don't act like you can act independent of Him. Show that you want His help and He's going to help you. God wants a relationship with you. And when you submit yourself to God, God is going to help you to be able to attain the financial goals you need, the financial level that you can actually be a philanthropist, a man or a woman who is able to help people around you because you discipline yourself. You're not allowing the temptations of the world to hinder you from doing what you ought to do. When if you're a young man, you're a young woman, don't live extravagantly now. Plan towards your future. If you want to get married, plan for your family, your children, so that you won't be stranded financially. Finances are very important. You want to do the work of God. So start planning from today. No matter your age, start planning. This thing I've said already is going to help. Save 10%, 20% of your income, which is for your financial future, for investment, for the money to grow. And when the money grows, you can use to do something very profitable for the society, for the world, for yourself as well. At the point, the money just keeps coming without you even having to work. You can just keep having money because you're able to save enough and you're able to invest wisely. This is to encourage us not to give up. Even in Nigeria right now, don't give up. There's still opportunity. There are still opportunities in Nigeria for you to do well. Share the video with someone, bless someone, and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you.